Hi, this is Melissa with A Creative Journey with Melissa, and today I want to show you how to create a really great effect using two different markers in order to get a different shading effect. You can do this with chameleon markers, as you know, just by using the blending solution and making it lighter and darker and coloring through it until you get to the main part of the color. But I'm going to show you a different way. There's all different kinds of ways you can use these chameleon pens. They're fantastic. Right now I have a special. They're $84.95, including priority shipping to the United States. So if you want to pick up on that, please do so, because I have a few left and they will be gone, gone, gone. At any rate, I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. This here is what I'm going to show you as far as coloring goes, okay? I stamped these real quick and wanted to show you that you can use two different markers and get the same type of effect as you would using one marker gradient as well. A lot of people use, say, Copic markers or Spectrum Noir, or there's a whole bunch of different kinds of Pro Marker. There's a whole bunch of different kinds of alcohol markers. So you can use these as well the same way. So I wanted to give you a little tutorial on how to do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take, I shouldn't have put my pens away, but I did. So we're going to take out the RD4, the OR4, the BL3, and the BL6. Those are the chameleon pens we're going to be using. And as you can tell, I'm going to put these aside. I don't need these right now. As you can tell, I changed my mind of what I'm going to color them. And typically I call them chameleon markers, chameleon pens. It just depends on my mood and what I'm doing. At any rate, so what I would suggest you do is you're going to start off with the lightest color. So I'm going to start off with the orange, okay? We're going to do the orange one first, okay? So we're just going to open up whichever side you're more comfortable with using. This is the bullet nib and this is the brush nib. So whichever you prefer to use. I'm going to use the bullet nib for now because I am pretty comfortable with both sides, but for time savings I'll use the bullet nib. So we're just going to color this just like you normally would. We have not put any blending solution on it, so this is the actual true color that the marker is before we're adding any blending solution to lighten it, darken it, or not lighten it, but I'm sorry, like blah, 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 blah. Okay, take two. Not to darken it, but to lighten it. Okay, rented tongue. Clearly I need to get a new one. I'll have to go to the store to get another one. At any rate, we've got this coloring in here. So I'm just going to show you how to color in the body. I'm not going to get into the actual image. I was going to create a card for my husband for Father's Day, and I thought, you know what? Rather than show you how to make a card, I thought I would show you how to create with the chameleon pens. So we're going to take this red pen. As you know, I haven't, like I said before, I have not used any blending solution. This is just how it comes straight out of the package. Oops, wrong side. Okay, so we're going to use the bullet nib. And what we're going to do is we're just going to do a little bit of flicking. And what that means is you're just going to take your pen and just flick like that. You just push down and flick up. Okay? So we're going to do this here. Okay? Just until almost the middle. And we're also going to do it right along here. Okay? So you've basically colored about half of the truck. You see that? Okay? So now what I'm going to do, and I love the way that the red looks like a fire red, you know? I just love the way that color came out. So now what you're going to do is you're going to use the lighter color, which is the OR4, and you're going to color right on top of it, okay? And I'm going to start by coloring in here, and to get a good blend, I'm going to color in right on top of that red, okay? And I'm going to color a little bit further in. And the reason why I'm doing that is so that it doesn't look like it's a direct line. You kind of want to have it fade in like it is right here. Like I said, I'm not doing a great job coloring in the lines. I apologize, but for time's sake, I don't think you care if I'm perfect as long as I show you how to do it, because that way you guys can do it on your own, okay? So you just check it out and basically say, does that look good? Does it look like there's a line? Do I need to add a little bit more color? I'm going to show you this right here. I actually think it looks pretty good, but I'm going to do it one more time just to make sure that it's blended a little bit more. So we're just going to do that. As you can see, just kind of flicking the marker. And I think that's perfect. I really think that that blend looks great. And as you can see, it's darker red over here. Oopsie. Darker red over here. And then you have it kind of gradient to here with the orange. I really love how that came out. Now I'm going to show you what my experience is that it's easier to do it with the darker colors, the two darker colors together, versus a light and a dark. Now this is the BL3 and the BL6. I'm going to show you how to do it with this one. It took a few more layers and a little bit more patience, but I'm going to show you anyway. So we're going to start off with the lighter color of the two, like I did the last time. We're going to use the bullet nib again. So I like to color this way. I know it might be upside down for you guys, but I'm just going to color this cutie in here. I'm going to do it real quickly, just so I don't waste too much of your time. And if you're wondering, this cute little set that I've used, this is the Greetings on the Go stamp set that we sell. I love this set. It's great for Valentine's Day, saying hello, thank you, happy birthday, congratulations, thinking of you, all kinds of cool stuff. And I thought it's a great set for young boys and even our older boys, like our husbands or our dads or even grandfathers, because I think it's really a cute set. And it's great to color in. It's a fantastic set. If you're interested, check it out at www.acjwm.com. And we have a few of them left there, so please check them out. So now back to the coloring. So we're just going to color the rest of this cute little truck in. Okay. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to be coloring it back in anyway, but I'm going to make sure that this is filled in appropriately. Okay, so this here is what I have for the base color, and you'll see what we're going to try to get to. This is what we're doing right now, and this is what we're working towards, okay? So we're going to take out the BL6, oops, and we're just going to, in the back, going to do a light coloring there, and as you can see, it's pretty dark. This is much darker than the ratio of color from orange to red. It's quite a few steps darker, as you can see. Okay, so we want the back part to be the darkest, and again, this is just the shading of light to dark. Like if, for example, you had a your light source was here, you would think it would, or even here, you would think that it would go here, and then it would get lighter, and then it would kind of fade into a darker. That's just how light sources typically work. This is an exaggerated version, but typically that's how it will work. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to show you. So we're going to close this little one up here. We're going to open this one back up, and we're going to start up here. Now, as you can see, this is quite a bit of difference of the color. So it's going to take a few layers of the color to change it. But if you don't feel like if you just feel like coloring, and we all know color is therapy, and whew, we like color, you can lay a few color layers down. As you can see, I'm kind of going over the same one a little bit more and more. And then I'll kind of, for every 3 or 4 flicks I do here, I do maybe one back here. Okay? So that's what it looks like so far. I'll give you a little close-up. Okay? So I'm going to do it just a little bit more. And then a little bit back here. And then maybe a few more here. And we're getting closer. And I also like to color in the front part so it's not a total difference in color. But I wouldn't necessarily do it the whole time just because it'll start to get a little bit darker and maybe too saturated. Okay? So we have this here. Let's see what you think here. That's pretty close, but I think we're going to do it just a little bit more. I don't really like that specific line there. I want it to kind of be blended a little bit, okay? Now just make sure the work surface you use does have an area where you can wipe it off or it's cleanable. You could also use regular rubbing alcohol to wipe this off. It will come up with that, but you want to make sure it's not a surface such as wood that's not protected. This is actually a work table, so it does have a protective coating, so I'm good, but I just want to make sure that you don't ruin anything that you really like. It's always good. You can always use just an extra piece of paper underneath your project, okay? So we're going to color this cutie back in. And I think we're almost there. I think I've got it where I like it. So I'm going to show you that. And I think that's pretty good. I like this blending actually better than I like that blending. And as you can see, it can be a little bit different. Even if you use the same techniques, you're never going to be able to put the pen to the paper exactly the same way every time. It's just not possible or logical. So you try it out, try to see what you can do and how you like to maybe use the red with the orange or the dark blue with the lighter blue, or you can even use pink and purple or the darker green with the lighter green. There's a number of varieties of color combinations you can use. And I really hope I've inspired you to use your Chameleon pens because I love using them. It's also a lot of fun to just pick it up and just color. So there's a lot of coloring books on the market now. There's a lot of digital images you can just pick off the internet to color yourself, things like that. It's really a lot of fun. So I hope that I've inspired you to create something, and I hope that I've inspired you to use your Chameleon markers. And if you haven't been able to pick up a set of Chameleon pens, please be sure to check out our website. Like I said, we have a great deal going on. It's $84.95, and that includes priority shipping in the US, as well as your full 22 marker set. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope you enjoyed going on a creative journey with Melissa. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.